Ruby, it's me, Hilly. Hilly's so sad that Ruby's leaving. Has that old cow told you? Fancy meeting you, you Fräulein.
Merry Christmas, 007.
I'm Sir Hilary Bray.
Oh, no, Mr. Bond. Respectable baronets from the College of Heralds do not seduce female patients in clinics. On the other hand, they do get their professional details right. The Beauchamp tombs are not in the Augsburg Cathedral, as you said, but in the St. Anna Kirche. Sir Hilary Bray would have known. A small slip. Takes more than a few props to turn 007 into a herald.
Take more than cutting off your earlobes, Blofeld, to turn you into a count.
I may yet surprise you, but I'm afraid that you have no surprises left for me.
The charming gentleman in that scene is the notorious Ernst Stavro Blofeld, delightfully portrayed by Telly Savalas. And if you don't believe you recognize the tall, slender gentleman Blofeld just referred to as Agent 007, you quite likely have not seen a 1969 motion picture titled On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the only Bond film to star Australian actor George Lazenby. In 1968, producers Harry Saltzman and Albert Broccoli found themselves in a tricky situation. Sean Connery had recently quit the James Bond franchise after completing film number 7. And months of complaining that movie 4 and movie 5, Thunderball and You Only Live Twice, had essentially kept the titles of the Ian Fleming books while tossing away more than 90% of Fleming's well-written stories, causing these two movies to be little more than a mass of special effects and outlandish stunts, and offering very little opportunity for Connery to actually make use of his acting skills. Plus, a significant number of fans and movie critics were agreeing with Connery on these issues. So, the planning for number 6 was facing a handful of specific challenges. 1, develop a shooting script which would more closely follow the Bond novel it was using the title of. 2, find an actor who could play the part of James Bond while putting his own unique mark on the character. And 3, Saltzman and Broccoli had made the decision to search for a noticeably younger actor, because Connery had been 32 when the filming of Dr. No began, and by the time You Only Live Twice hit the big screen, the man was 39 years old and already showing a noticeable middle-age appearance. So, the result of balancing all these various factors was the selection of 29-year-old Lazenby, an Australian model who had made a name for himself in several British television commercials. Lazenby was ruggedly handsome, he had a basic degree of acting experience, and his athletic skills were superb. While being tested by a stuntman chosen by Broccoli, George had sidestepped the guy and knocked him down.
Good morning. My name's Bond. James Bond. Miss,
Don't move, Mr. Bond. Now get up. Put your hands behind your head. Move. Get in. Lie down.
this never happened to the other fella.
Who is this other fellow? He could be the previous actor Sean Connery, or CIA agent Felix Leiter, who was often an ally of Bond and occasionally his rival. That little detail is left up to the imagination of the viewer. But this movie does have a delightful shooting script, and as you can see, Lazenby did a credible job of stepping into the part and making it his own. So, it is my sincere opinion that if you compare Lazenby's performance in Secret Service to Connery's first outing as Bond in Dr. No, the two come out about the same. But in 1969 and 1970, a large number of the critics and fans had never seen Dr. No. Their first exposure to the Bond franchise had been from Russia with Love or Goldfinger. Which means that Lazenby's first was being unfairly compared to Connery's best. Or certain diehards might have been upset because Lazenby wasn't properly portraying Connery as well as Connery had done Connery. Not the right tilt of the head at this or that moment, or maybe the accent was a bit too close to regular English, absolutely no hint of a Scottish brogue here or there. But this considerable degree of unfair criticism, combined with the fact that producer Albert Broccoli went through the late 60s to very early 70s being difficult to get along with, all of it caused George Lazenby and his business agent to fear that additional Bond films would not be a good fit for the man. So, he walked away from an offer of 5 more movies. The interesting thing is, once all the Bond films were readily available on 1980s videotapes and 21st century DVDs, and the world's population was able to view everything from front to back, the general opinion of Secret Service and of George Lazenby started inching upwards year by year. And in the current day, Secret Service is often listed as one of the top 10 films in the entire series. But then, I'd list it that high simply because it has a lovely and very talented Diana Rigg in a superbly written and acted part.
Banco mio.
Banco.
Banco de Boo.
Carte.
Neuf. Back in here.
Back.
Madame? Je regrette, madame, mais c'est impossible.
I regret too, but I don't have any money.
Dame can't pay
S'il
up.
vous plaît, madame. Venez avec moi. S'il vous plaît, madame.
Forgive me. My mind was elsewhere. Madame had forgotten we agreed to be partners this evening. Please continue.
Merci.
40,000 à la banque.
That's a bit of luck, isn't it, being bailed out like that? The last of it.
Waiter.
Don't bring him 57.
Sir?
Why do you persist in rescuing me, Mr. Bond?
It's becoming a habit, isn't it, Countess Teresa?
Teresa was a saint. I'm known as Tracy.
Well, Tracy, next time play it safe and stand on 5.
People who want to stay alive play it safe.
Please stay alive. At least for tonight.
Come later. I hope it'll be worth it. Partner.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service can be found for rental or purchase at one or more of these online services. But please keep in mind that offers and prices may vary wildly. So, until next time, this is Travis Clemens wishing you a good day and some enjoyable movie viewing. Take care.